Alright, this is a 2005 Ford Taurus, I believe. And at least this rear hub is shot. It might be both sides, but when you're driving at higher speeds than normal, it's just loud back here. Now we're hearing rub in there. That seems like a brake rub. So that just stopped that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the bearings are shot on both of these sides. But that sounds like a brake. I don't know how to tell if a hub is shot. It ain't moving or anything. I guess when I get that off, we'll see. What is this? It's a 19 millimeter. To get these off, they're already all loose. I only use this to zip them off. I don't use it to tighten or loosen them. So this is going to be a fun thing, buddy. This is going to be mucho funo. I'm going to try banging that off. I hope the brakes aren't tight on it. Okay, this is why these kind of drums suck fucking ass. Because you need to go in and loosen them. And this stupid thing, the hole, is down there. Now I'm supposed to put my head over in this area somewhere and look in and get that. But you don't know where the stupid thing is. So there's the wheel. There's the wheel right there. If you could. Oh man. Where's the light on this thing? There. Let's see if I can get this to light that up. Yeah, there it is. There's the wheel, if you could see it right there. Hold on, I gotta take my glove off. Alright. Oh, this other light is just freaking blinding me. That's why I don't use big lights like that. Okay. Where's the mirror? That's the wheel right there. Now you have to decide which way to spin that wheel to get this brake to loosen. Right there's the wheel. Come on, dude. Focus on the friggin' wheel in there. Anyhow, that's the teeth of the wheel right there, sticking through that hole in the middle of that right there. It's not gonna focus on it. I always zoomed. Yeah. So now you have to figure out which way to spin those. And if you can spin those. Because you go the wrong way. Oh, there you go. You go the wrong way, you're going to tighten the brake. And then you got to go all the way back the other way. And then the other side is different. So that's my mirror on there. Just so I can look in there. Now I got to figure out, is that the left side or the right side of that hole? Looks like the left side of it. So I'm going to come in there straight, or an angle, and try to twist that and see if the brake gets tighter. I mean, that's the only way you know for sure you're going in the right direction, is by going in the wrong direction, because the brake will get tighter. Assuming that system is actually working. All right. All right, so the best part about taking these off, where's my damn flashlight, is that wheel. Where's the bigger? This wheel here, you need to spin towards, you need to spin it this way. You need to spin it up and towards. And watch what happens when you try to do that. This is why I hate these brakes. This lever here is what tightens this. What tightens your brake. When you go backwards and press your brake, this goes down, or it goes up. It goes up. I don't remember. Go up or down? I don't know. Whatever. So, alright. So, when I go in here and push this, let's go in through here. This is being a real pain in the ass. Alright. So we got this in here like this. And then you see the tip of the flashlight, the tip of the screwdriver. And now you need to make this spin downward. And you see, I'm visually looking at this. I don't know if you can see what's happening. Let's see if I can get this to zoom in there while I'm bouncing it around and everything. Alright, let's see if we can get one video on this. Where is it? Screwdriver. See what's happening? I'm trying to loosen it, but that metal bar in the front is stopping it from spinning. I'm not even sure it turned any, but I know that I got it to turn enough. I got it to loosen enough where I was able to use that to coax it off with my 4 or 5 pound maul, just tapping around. Oh, also I kind of cheated, is I was able to tap it a little bit on it. Let's unzoom this. All right. I was able to tap it a little bit off on this side, or made a gap, so I got some the stuff that works, like a wrench, and I sprayed it into the gaps where I can get it to. And as you see, it got some onto the brake, which was what you want, because the brake is what's holding that on. The brake is holding it on. But that side was okay. So I was able to loosen it enough, and I got it to spray into this side, which got this side a little loose. You see how it's scratching? Where are you? See how you got scratch marks across that pad? That's what holds these on. Nothing else. It's not the rust. If that thing is moving on the hub and the bearings, it's being held on by the brakes, and you need to loosen that screw. And you need to go in the right direction. At least this is the passenger side. You need to go down like this. You need to make that thing, you need to turn that thing this way to loosen it. And you'll see the threads from when I started, the threads in there to the left of it. I don't know if you can see the threads down in there are less from when I started. They're about three threads less. And that allowed me to hammer that off. So now I need to determine if this hub is bad, if this bearing is bad. I don't know. It's not moving. Doesn't seem loud. You would think it bearing would want to spin. This thing doesn't. So I gotta take this cap off. I have to get the other thing. All right. So you gotta pop this cap off. Damn it. To get this cap off, what I did, let me clean the damn thing off. God damn it. There's freaking dirt in here. All right. To get this cap off, this cap is on here like this. It's on there flush. So what I did is I took this screwdriver and I hammered it down into the crack. And went around, hammered it, popped up a little. Then I went in and I twisted, and it came out a little. And then I went to my bigger screwdriver. God damn, with the dirt. My bigger screwdriver and twisted up a little. And then I went on an angle like this. And just tapped it with a hammer. And went all around, tapped it with a hammer, and it came out. This is how far. That's how much you get to tap it out. All right. So then this thing kind of confused me a little. I've never seen a nut that's encased in the metal like that. So anyway, I was hoping I didn't have to pry the metal off, and so I didn't. So I went and I got my 36 millimeter. That didn't fit. So then I got my 35 millimeter axle nut. Got that on there, and I took it off. Took it completely off. And I don't know if you need to replace this or whatever. I heard some people say you need to replace it, but I'm not going to replace it. I've heard other people say just put some of this on there. Get it to the 170 foot-pounds or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm just going to crank the shit on there, and I'm going to put some Loctite blue on there. And that's how that's going to happen. So that's out. Now the question is this bearing shot? This bearing on the inside seems fine. This bearing's making noise. Oh yeah, that bearing is shot. One thing to note, that's nice how it says NTN on there. USA NTN. This is the original from this car. The car has 130,000 on there. USA HT, NTN, let's just say 058. Something. One thing to note, before you even do any of this stuff, when you have your new hub, make sure your lug nut fits on there before you even take anything off. Just make sure your lug nut fits on there. That's just one minor precaution. And as you see, it does fit. Right, so now, the question is, do these match? I already see like a little bit of a difference. Let's see. Oh gee, that bearing moves. That bearing makes noise too. Gee. So how do I confirm that that bearing is actually bad? What is that? What's going on there? What is this hitting? Okay. That's awesome. What is this hitting? Alright, oh. That's awesome. So this can't obviously go in this car. Man, for real, dude. For real? we got to figure out what's going on here. Okay, so now that we're free and open, this is how you loosen that. And as you see, I'm using this to hold this away from it. Well, let's try it with it on there. Coming in, and then you gotta go down. And you see it's trying to stop you, this damn lever here. It's trying to stop you from going in that direction. Loosen. That's the pain in the ass of loosening the brakes. I guess what we're seeing is the first denial makes it hop, and then I can get one in. But if you can get 30 hands in there and pull that away, see how easy that loosens? That's why drums suck ass. I think that's how. I think this is how loose they were. I put some lube on the threads there. All right. So the hub, this one, this replacement CCP garbage. See, it's ECCP. That's garbage. I hope the bearings aren't garbage. I thought I saw the maker of the bearing. At least not on this one. I thought I saw the maker on this one. I guess I don't. No, I thought I did. Anyway, so the thing is see the studs? See how far they're sticking out? See the studs on this one, how they're not sticking out? Well, what happens is these bigger studs hit this. Hit this. They hit into this. So this is just holding the e-brake thing. So it doesn't really do anything. It's just a piece of metal. So instead of grinding down the tips of these screws, I just took this puppy and bang, 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 and backed it up. Backed it in a bit. So now I could put this on and we don't get any hitting. Now let's put the original on. I guess those bearings are shot. It's really hard to tell if the bearings are shot or not. And this being a garbage hub, the only way I'm going to know is take this thing for a drive and see what happens. So I'm going to put some Loctite blue on the threads and then just tighten that to tightness. I think it's 170 foot-pounds. I don't know if I'm going to even measure it. I'm just going to crush the thing on there. I've been working on cars long enough. I can guess 170. 170. Your lug nuts, you're doing like 110, 120. So you're going to go, oh, buddy. And I'm using a big breaker bar, so. I'm not going to put a lot of Loctite blue on there. As I go and put a lot on there. Whatever. You don't need to see this. And no, as you see, taking off the hub, you don't have to touch these brakes at all. You just need to get that pain in the ass off. And don't forget to put your rubber boot back in. I didn't even bother cleaning up this area. I hate drums. All right, one thing to note is you don't want to go over tight with this because you're actually crushing that front bearing, I believe. See how we don't spin fast anymore. But I think that's normal. The other thing I did was, the other thing that's hard, reason why these are hard to get off is if the brake is out a little, it's up against this wall, but even if it's not against the wall, you now have this big rust belt here. And the brake shoe, if the brake shoe is just skimming this wall here, it's not going to get by this lip, all the rust. So I went down and I shaved off all the rust that was there. There's still a lip here, but it was a lot higher before. So now I'm going to try to get this back onto there and get it to where it's just tight. I'll just go in there and you go this way to tighten the brakes. I'll put it on. If it's too loose, I'll tighten up a little. I mean, I could go in the back, but it's such a pain in the ass. All right. All right, so I still hear the scraping. It wasn't spinning this easy when I first started out, was it? It was like, it was almost stopping instantly with that scraping. But I think that's just a brake. Maybe because I lubed it up and cleaned up in there. Well, we're going to see if the bearing noise is going, or whatever. I don't know if the other side was making noise too. I love this body rot. I think I did Kerosene on this, and then I should probably spray it. Well, it's all wet, so I can't do it now. All up in there is all rotted. It sucks. I'm going to spray that right now, I guess. You're not going to be able to get under that. It's all going to rot out. It's just crazy. The salt. Alright, so I'm going to take this for a test ride and see what happens. Look it over here. We got another one. Acorn, bro. What are you doing? Come on, man. Don't play with your shirt when your hands are dirty.
I got some.
Alright, leave it alone. Mud. Uh-huh. What are you bringing that here for?